Hey everyone, good morning, Creator Mom. Happy Sunday. You know how you give everyone else the benefit of the doubt, or you kind of like make excuses for everyone else? Well, it's time to make excuses for ourselves. And by saying make excuses, I'm just being sarcastic, but we tend to be harsh towards ourselves and we tend to be highly judgmental towards ourselves, which isn't necessarily good, like for our emotional and physical well-being. We know this. I think we all know that, but we don't implement it. We have to take it more serious. You know what I'm saying? Like to stand up against the inner critic, but in a gentle, firm way. Um, I don't know. They say that if you just resist the inner critic, that it makes it worse. But anyways, I was in this group. I did this little group class with these awesome women at Thrive Empowerment. They're amazing community. Anyways, they had a class called Hear My Voice, just about like like self-empowerment. And they said, what is something negative, like something that somebody has said about you that's not necessarily true, and what could you say instead, right? Like for me, I said, I've been told that I was selfish, but I'm not. It's not that I'm selfish, it's that I use my energy towards people that I want to use my energy towards, right? Yeah. What has somebody called you that is not true? You know, you could have, and usually this is the inner critic. You hear this through the inner critic, because my theory is that the inner critic has gathered information about what the world wants from you, about what the people outside of you want from you, what their judgments are about you, so that you can try to perform the opposite, so that you can stay safe from these people, because keeping people outside of you happy means and secures your safety, right? Because if you disappoint, or if you disappoint the people outside of you, they might respond with anger, rage, revenge, and that's not good, and that doesn't support your safety. That's my theory about it, like how that could have been interpreted growing up, when your inner critic, or that part of you, was there to keep you safe through your behavior, basically through codependence, through making sure the people around you were happy with you so that you could be safe, so everything could go well. That was the tool. I feel like that was the only tool that we had to use. So now it's crazy, because now as an adult, I literally heard within me that if we're not codependent, or we're not focused on what the people outside of us, what makes them happy or what they want, then that's how we've kept ourselves safe. Like, how do we keep ourselves safe, but it's just we don't need that. Okay, let me give an example. Say you're just laying around relaxing, and your inner critic wants to be like, you are so lazy, there's so much to be done around here, and you're just sitting around. Who does that sound like? You know what I'm saying? Sounds like my mother to me, because she would always be like, Aren't you done doing that one thing now? Shouldn't you be doing something else? Always wanting me to move on to the next thing, or to clean, And so, yeah, but you're an adult now. You don't live with your mom. She's not there. You don't need that voice anymore to keep you safe. There's this guy who makes videos, reels on Facebook, and people are just like, wow, did we all have the same mother? It was like when your mom walks in the room, you have to pretend that you're busy. Like when she gets home from work and she's extremely angry and, fucking I do everything around here. Oh, this house is a fucking mess, And then you hear that and you're like, oh shit, I better get up and start like looking like I'm cleaning my room or cleaning something to make sure that I'm safe. That's toxic. That's motherfucking toxic. So, yeah, if your kids feel like when you come in the room that they have to like straighten up, then, that probably is just a signal that maybe there was some like, unhealthy reactions there or something. I don't know. It's just some like healing needs to take place. So, because it shouldn't be like that. So anyways, so now as an adult, you feel like you have to look and appear busy or else. And the inner critics yapping. Well, what's something opposite that you can say? How can you have to side with yourself in that moment? Because the inner critic is just a part. Like it's not your core self. So you have to like speak to it, like, no, thanks for the role and the part that you played in my life as a child, but we're no longer in that unhealthy situation. We're healthy now. I'm laying around and resting because today is Sunday and I feel like taking this day to rest, and I'll get up and clean and do things when I want to, when I feel like it. Because the things always get done. They do. And there's always going to be more to do because it's a cycle. There's always going to be more dishes. There's always going to be more things for you to do. So that's why you do them when you want to, because you're not a slave to the things around you. You're the master. You are master. Not the things outside of you are not master. You are. You will tell the things when you will be doing it, not the other way around. So that's kind of like how you have to speak to the inner critic, in my opinion. Like, no, I'm resting because I want to relax today. And I'll get to those things whenever I feel like it. And that will be that. And nothing catastrophic will take place. Because the inner critic is always like trying to convince you, like it's a very catastrophic, fearful feeling. Oh my God. So we have to silence that. And I think that we need to not obey it. Jay Reed talks about not obeying the narcissist's rules. And I think that your inner critic sides with the narcissist. So I think that we do need to disobey that inner critic. We need to not listen to it. That's how you show it who's boss, or that you're the master. My core self is now the master, not you. Not you. Thank you for your input, but we don't need it right now. So, yeah. Man, I watched this show last night. Maybe I should talk about this in another video, but it was called Escape at Donamara, about these guys who escaped this correctional facility, this what's it called, penitentiary. Then I looked up, what's the definition of penitentiary, and it gives you like the Latin, and I'm like, holy crap, it's from the word penance. I'm like, that makes total sense. I never thought of it like that until I looked it up. But man, I tell you what, that guy should have been. Unfortunately, they got caught eventually. It was so dumb though, because the one guy almost made it. Why am I siding with the criminal? I don't know. I guess I was siding with the criminal because he put so much effort. You could tell he wasn't like a hard criminal. I don't know. He put so much effort. He was very smart too, very bright. He put so much effort into got out through these pipes, cutting away with this little like blade at these pipes. And he put so much months and months and months of work into it. And then trekking and hiking the woods, trying to make it to Canada because his facility is in upstate New York. Beautiful area. And he finally he was trying to cross this street to make it to the other side, and this cop happened to drive by and see him. I'm like, what are the dang chances, you know? But I guess they were on high alert. He made it so far in the woods. What did they say in the movie? God, I think maybe like 30 or 40 miles trekking through the woods. But anyways, it was a good show. Kind of sad though. Anyways, that's another story. But I was impressed at the character. He was very bright, really smart. All right, guys. So anyways, have a great Sunday. And yeah, don't side with your inner critic. Recognize the part when it shows up. And just, yeah, don't take its side. Take your core self side.